Been waiting for this episode a long time. It's the playoff edition of the Bengal Genius Show. Bum, 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 bum. Man, it is on. Last night was weird. Had no idea who we were playing. Had to wait all the way to the last minute, and I'm happy it's the Raiders. I'm not afraid of anybody, all right? Not afraid of anyone. But Bill Belichick is Bill Belichick. I think we match up good with the Raiders. Obviously, we already went into Las Vegas and beat those guys, but they are not to be taken lightly, and I don't. They've been in some battles, and they have a good pass rush, so they're going to be on us that way. We already know that, but we have a lot of things going for us. Number one being, I think we are just ready to explode on somebody. Just go crazy. I think we're just going to go crazy. And Houday Nation's going to be rocking and rolling. And I'm so glad it's the early game on Saturday. I don't want to wait. I'm just ready to pounce on them. So you got to think about it. They've had 2 weeks in a row where they had a last-second win against the Colts, then a big drawn-out overtime. They had to wait all day to see if the things would line up for the Colts to lose. So the Raiders are waiting around. They're anxious all day. Then they get this big, long overtime battle. Weird thing about that, and I do not like the Chargers coach. On a little side note here, he's one of those high percentage. He's a nerd. And that stuff will only get you so far, man, because you could look at something, and percentage-wise, you do this and this happens, but you got to see what's going on in the game. And I don't know about that approach. When they went for it in their own, I think it was at their own 15-yard line, they got stuffed. That was stupid. That gave the game away. And he takes a timeout. The Raiders would have settled for a tie and knocked them Steelers out. Boy, you Steelers. I couldn't imagine being a Steeler fan last night. You guys must have been on the edge of your seats. So these playoffs are going to be wide open. They're wide open. And we have as good a punching chance as anybody, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. We just got to handle business. The jungle's got to be rocking. I'm hoping so bad it's rocking and rolling. I've been dropping so much coin this year on going to games. Anybody has an extra ticket they want to spare for the kid, just send it my way. But it's gonna be great. So I just don't know, man. So hopefully with the crowd noise, we could be a little more disruptive to their offense. It'll be interesting though, because when we played them in Vegas, we were really patient, pounded the ball. And, we wore them down and they ran that way. But Joe Burrow has been such a surgeon the last couple of weeks, ever since that Pro Bowl snub. He's been playing out of his mind. So it'll be interesting. We just got to make sure that we, don't get too hyped. They're young guys. They might come up a little jacked up. There may be a few mistakes early just because they're young and so fired up, but I expect them to settle down and things will get back to normal, and we're just going to hammer them. I'm really curious. I'll find out what's going on with Trey Wayne, see if he's going to be back. And there were so many guys out. That game yesterday, I couldn't even watch it. I flipped a little bit back and forth. It just gave me a stomach ache. I cannot stand the fact that we've lost to the Browns so many years in a row, so many games in a row. And yesterday it was maddening to me to feel like, getting picked on with your hands tied behind your back. So I couldn't take it. But I checked it out a little bit, and it was just gross. But I really like Chris Evans, though. I'm hoping we can integrate him more in the playoffs. So we'll see. So step one, the Raiders. And everybody knows the whole Bo Jackson talk, the curse, and rightfully so, though. It is kind of freaky, if you think about it, that it would come full circle if Joe Burrow could break the curse of Bo by winning in the jungle. So, but like I said, can't get ahead of ourselves. One play at a time, and let's not be overlooking the next opponent. Let's focus on the Raiders. I'm gonna have a couple shows this week because I'm so excited, man. And think how far we came. I remember I started this amazing show 3 years ago. They were struggling. Marvin Lewis, it was going to be his last year. And then I had to go through that horrible. Then we had to do the coach search. Struggling. Then it was like years. I was in and out on Zach Taylor. Wasn't sure. Who should, by the way, get Coach of the Year consideration. We'll see what happens Saturday. If they win a playoff game Saturday, to me, he's Coach of the Year. To come around this quick and that amazing Andy Dalton almost comeback, if you think about that, against Miami, but we end up getting Joe Burrow, and then even the knee injury, which turns out to be a blessing in disguise. Who would have guessed that? But there's no way we would have got Jamar Chase if Burrow. You know what I'm saying. But, it just seemed to work out. And now it's just so, this amazing, we have an opportunity in front of us. It's right there, man. But one step at a time. So let's get after it. So thanks for watching. It's only Monday. This is playoff week. There'll be a couple more bonus episodes. Let's go. Protect Joe. Let's get healthy. And I'll talk to you soon. Be sure to subscribe. Tell a friend. Bring your mom. Bring your pa. All right. Bengal Genius. Talk to you tomorrow.